The next type of problem that we are going to look at is the inheritance of the sex chromosomes, and then we'll look at X-linked traits. Remember, as far as the sex chromosomes are concerned, the male is XY and the female is XX. So if you have a man with XY, his gametes can only be an X or Y. A female can only contribute an X. So if you plug those into a Punnett square, you'll notice you get XXXX, XY, XY. So we typically think that we will produce 50% male, 50% female. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Don't forget, this is really a 2-to-2 ratio, but you must reduce it anytime that happens, okay? Now, if we talk about X-linked genes, we're talking about things like color blindness, male pattern baldness, or maybe even hemophilia, the bleeding disease, okay? And these traits can only be carried on the X chromosome. So that's going to give us a number of options. That's going to mean that, let's talk about color blindness. If you are male, you only have 2 options. You either are normal, or, I'm going to put a little tail on it so you can tell, you are colorblind. Okay? If you're female, there are 3 options of what you could be. You could be X big C, and so you're normal, not colorblind. You could be XC, XC with a tail. That's your gene for colorblindness. So you're still normal, but you are what we call a carrier. Notice that men cannot be carriers. They either have it or they don't. And finally, a woman can be colorblind as well, but she must obtain the trait from, both of her parents. Okay? So let's do a cross. Excuse me. Let's suppose that you have a woman who is a carrier, okay, who marries a normal man. Her gametes would be like this. His gametes would be like this. If we put them in a Punnett square, we would do our cross like this. Okay, now we have to interpret the phenotypes. This person is a female who is normal. This person right here is a female who is normal, but she is a carrier. Okay. This person is a male normal. And this person finally is a male who is colorblind. Now, how you write these answers is going to depend on the question that you are asked. For example, if the question says, how many of these offspring are normal? How many are normal? You would say 75%, because even though I'm a carrier, I'm still normal. 25% colorblind. But If they ask you, which is 3-1, by the way, but if they ask you what percent of the males are colorblind, that would be half of the males, or 50%. So just be careful in answering questions.